Welcome back to the show.
And good morning.
Yeah, it's 6:51 a.m.
Coffee and podcast.
Yeah, I figured, usually, for the most part, we've been doing it on Wednesdays lately.
Yeah.
Today's Thursday. We had a late delivery yesterday, which kind of just, figured just push the podcast to Thursday.
It worked out better for me, too, with my tasks, the timing of it.
Yeah. It a lot of times it's rough in the afternoon to just cut out early, and because you get on a roll a lot of times there.
Yeah.
Around.
Usually you're in the middle of something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got to stop like 3 p.m. But yeah, I want to thank our sponsor, Hayfla. Hayfla offers a wide range of products and solutions for the woodworking and furniture making industries, from hinges and drawer slides to connectors and dowels, sandpaper, wood glue, shop carts, and everything in between. Exclusive product lines such as Lux LED lighting and Slido door hardware ensure that every project you create is built to last. Learn more at hayfla.com.
Check them out.
Yeah, Hayfla's got some Lux LED lighting workshops coming up in the New York City showroom. So if you're a Hayfla customer, or you want to become a Hayfla customer and get into the Lux LED lighting, reach out to Hayfla. They get you set up with a salesperson and get you access to these workshops.
Yeah, and it's catered.
Yeah. Beautiful showroom in the Flatiron district?
Yep. Real close to the building.
Yeah, 11 block walk from Penn Station. It'll be springtime.
Yeah, it's a nice time to be in the city.
Yeah, we should try and go to the one is Wednesday, June 7th.
All right.
Which is the day before Hunter's birthday.
Wow.
And graduation.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because you told me about the graduation, and I told the wife, and she's like, "Oh yeah, let's go." And then I'm like, "What day was that?"
Yeah, Thursday the 8th.
I said, "Oh, it didn't pass already."
So anyone interested, they want to come to my son's preschool graduation, do not show up. That would be weird. They'll call the police.
That would be weird.
Yeah, unless I know you personally.
Yeah. Well, big development this week was ironing out the compressor.
Yeah, that was Monday?
Yep. Spent all weekend tossing it over in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
We had to get a soft starter for the compressor.
Yep. Yeah. So I think last week that was one of the main topics of conversation is trying to get that all figured out. Because Friday, was it Friday? Yeah, Friday you were messing around with it.
Yeah.
So Friday we get the soft starter in the mail, and all it came with was a schematic,
and no mention of really how to apply it to a compressor.
Right.
So, I have limited electrical schematic reading knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could kind of trace it.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not a compressor-specific soft start. It's just a soft start.
Right, and the compressor has that switch.
That pressure switch.
Yeah, so that had to be, aside from getting power to the soft start, we had to wire in that switch that tells the compressor when to come on.
Right, yeah, because there's no it's not like a regular machine where it turns on when you turn it on. Mm-hmm. This turns on when the pressure switch says, "Hey, we need air."
And so we go to the internet, of course, and most of the thorough videos were all from other countries.
Yeah, a lot of Eastern Europe and Africa.
Yeah, where I guess they probably need it for the same reasons we do. These power spikes. They probably have less power in these places. These less developed places.
Mm-hmm.
So we were thinking about maybe putting something together because there was so little information out there.
Yeah.
But if anybody...
Do that in the free time.
Yeah. if anybody runs across the same problem, they could certainly reach out. It's not that complicated once you know where the wires go.
Yeah, it's another one of those things where it's like, I got an idea about how to do this, but I just don't want to screw anything up.
But, it came to the rescue, really, in the end.
Yeah, so, I mean, another I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. Another time Brian comes in the clutch and helps us out. So we shoot Brian from RT a text and say, any chance that you could put us in touch with your electrician? Because he has an industrial electrician who does, he'll go to a manufacturing plant and set up a whole suite of machines for RT. You know what I mean? Like that's what he does.
And tear them down.
We've seen most electricians have no clue about any of this stuff. They claim to be master. I'm a master electrician. It's like, well, you don't know anything about this.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, thankfully Brian was able to get us linked up with Dan and you got on a phone call with him?
Yeah. Because first thing we did was we contacted Quincy, the compressor. They were no help. Then we contacted Galco, where we bought the soft starter.
Yep.
And they were a little bit of help, but not enough. They didn't know how to hook it up to a compressor. And then finally, Dan, the electrician, I mean, he sort of, just tied together those last few threads that made everything work.
Yep.
And plus gave me some confidence,
Yeah, that's what you don't want to, because was it Monday morning that there was that pop?
Yeah. Boy,
it sounded like a 22 went off 10 feet away. I was like, whoa.
That was disheartening.
Yeah. I was like, there goes the soft start.
Because, we had to get to a point where we were just touching wires to see what would happen. And, but thankfully it's been, you did a bunch of edge banding.
Yep.
And the compressor's been cycling on and off. So everything seems to be cool.
Yeah. I mean, that, like, when you're banding, I've been running it on, so the edge bander's got 2 speeds, and I've been running it with everything on aside from corner rounding because I just don't need it on the process that I'm doing. So it's using max air, like literally max air. So corner rounding, I guess, would use maybe a tiny bit more just for, there must be one little actuator in there, but.
Yeah, runs that motor that goes in a circle.
Yeah, actually, the corner rounding seems like it's got a lot. It has like 4 regulators, so it must do a bunch of stuff with air. But anyway, it's pretty close to max air consumption, and we haven't had any issues. But surprisingly, like, the compressor kicks on relatively often.
Yeah, a lot more than I thought.
Yeah. I don't know how that little black compressor even ran anything.
That thing's a champ.
I know, yeah.
I mean, we really, between the salt cellars and that day and night running it with the edge bander.
It's going to a new home. Guy's going to use it. Forget his name. I talked to him on Instagram. He's up like north of the Driscoll. He's going to use it as like a job site compressor because it's on wheels. It weighs 150 pounds, but it's tall enough where you could actually like wheel it out of a van, just like wheel it off the step, I feel like. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, that thing's only a year old. We ran it hard, but it's got plenty of life, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Chicago Pneumatic, this one's made in China, but they make some pretty good compressors. It's not like, top of the line, but it's definitely a commercial grade compressor.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we just got lucky and got a gem or if they're all that reliable.
Yeah.
But I'd vouch for it.
Yeah. Dual voltage, which is cool. You can run on 120 or 240 or whatever, 110 and 220, 115 and 230. But can't we get some consistency here?
Yeah. What happened to, it's like Betamax and VCR.
I don't think there's any 110 left. Like
Did we use it all up?
No, well, it's just there's more than 110 coming into every single on every line now. Like, let's just get rid of the 110 thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, got the compressor all figured out. Thank God.
Lives in a birdhouse though. That little thing.
Yes, squirrel house.
Right. The one thing that we did glean from the instructions was it needs a 10 by 12 by 8 enclosure minimum.
Yeah, and the unit is probably what, 3 by 6 by 4, something like that.
Yeah, probably even like maybe only 2 inches wide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it requires a lot of space.
Yeah. So we got a squirrel house tacked to the side of the compressor.
Yeah. So that was Monday. Tuesday, let's see. Tuesday, I was jamming on that. Actually, I finished that reception desk. So I started that Monday afternoon. I built the cabinets. We went somewhere on Monday.
Yeah, was that when we went to Brick or was that last week?
Costco.
Oh yeah.
And UPS.
Yeah.
So we took those little nightstands that I built over to UPS and shipped those out to Park City, Utah. They probably be getting there tomorrow. Yeah, $300. They weighed 48 pounds between the two of them.
And they packed it up. I mean, we wrapped them, but they packed it up.
Yeah, they charged $35 for packing.
Yeah. No.
When she said, "Do you want to insure them?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "The value." I said, $3,000. She looked at me like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, because most people like 3.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't 3,000. They were a little bit less than that, but I figured, if something happens, I want to cover the shipping cost, the time to go bring it over there, the packing material, everything. So, ship it or insure it for more than it's actually worth.
Definitely.
Plus, I don't want to make them again.
Did a good job on those because that front molding detail, the face frame, that's finicky stuff.
Yeah.
Getting it all flush with, because that's the thing, working with hardwood and plywood together, you really have to get those joints level.
Yeah.
You can't sand and scrape like you might want to with all solid wood. Yeah,
and there, I blended it, but it's not like if you close your eyes and feel it, you can feel that there. I mean, you got to remember the price point of the things. They're like $1,000 each.
Yeah,
which sounds like, oh man, $1,000 nights. Oh, it takes a lot of time to build. So,
yeah, anytime you're making one of anything, I don't know if not people maybe who listen to us on a regular basis, but like lay people, we'll call them customers, clients. If they understand the cost and the process involved in making one of something, as opposed to a plant that's set up to churn something out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we could, invest, just say even $50,000 into a line to build these things, then we could pump them out for $200 or less.
Yeah,
$50 cost and sell them for $200.
Yeah, and if you have hourly wage employees running machinery and things like that, once you ramp up to that spot, that's when the costs get really driven down.
Yeah. So yeah, we shipped those out. Then we went over to Costco. We had to pick up 2 giant 5-pound bags of candy for the Memorial Day parade on Sunday.
Let's hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah. Let's wonder what it says now. Hunter was so excited for the parade, and then yesterday I said, "Oh, you know what Sunday is? What? The parade." And then he was not about it. He's like, "I wanted to watch the parade, not." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm I'm like, you're not watching it. I'm like, I don't know who you think you're going to be watching it with. I'm like, I'm going to be in the van, so that's where you're going to be.
He thought he was going to be catching candy instead of throwing it.
Yeah, well, he's got like, unfettered access to the candy while we're in the
van.
Yeah. So yeah, we got 2 big bags of candy, which is like, man, way cheaper than the BS that I bought the first time.
Yeah.
I got those, what were they? I think they were 3 pounds each. It was like a mix of like, because it was for St. Patty's Day. It was like gold coins, green Hershey's Kisses,
it wasn't really like the name brand candy that we got now.
No, but I thought it would be, apropos for St. Patty's Day. Maybe it was like green coins, gold coins, green Hershey's Kisses, and silver Hershey's Kisses or something. And it was like 3 pounds, and it was like 15 or $20 each. So we went to Costco and got 2 different things. One was 20 and one was 15.
Yeah, it was like one was like a chocolatey mix and one was
it's got peanut M&Ms, Reese's peanut butter cups, Snickers, 100 grand. It's like it's the cast of characters, and then the other one's got like all more fruit. I don't know about Skittles, but like stuff like that, Skittles and Starburst, and
the kids are going to turn the van over.
Yeah. So now we got like 11 pounds of candy this time around.
Yeah, that's cool. We ran out like on that last leg on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the email yet. The mayor's supposed to send out an email, with the instructions. It will lead the parade this time.
Yeah. We don't want to be behind. What were we behind last time?
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
I feel like Memorial Day parade is less of a drinking parade.
Making some coffee slurp noises. I don't know if Keith's going to be able to take it.
Yeah, sorry, Keith.
Wonder where he is this morning.
Yeah, it's a good question. He was on a boat yesterday. I don't know what he was doing, but I was texting him. He's like, sorry, it's hard to text on a boat. I'm like,
maybe you took the ferry into New York.
I thought maybe he was fishing.
Oh.
It was windy though, so the ferry would have been even. The ferry's big and it's a catamaran, so it cuts through pretty good. But yeah, if it's real windy and there's a lot of chop,
yeah,
that thing is smooth.
Are we going to take the ferry into Hayfla this time?
Let's see what we can afford.
Yeah. Come on, kitchen.
Maybe we could build that to Hayfla. It's a marketing excursion. We got our candy. And then, so I started working on that reception desk that we're building. I'm not sure if we talked about that yet, but building a reception desk for a building up in Plainfield with a couple of new designers and a developer. I guess, I won't talk about all the BS, but so it's basically just 4 base 22.5s. That's desk height, so they finish at 30 in like a U shape. And in the center, the bases are spread out, so you got a spot for your legs to go, So it's just pre-fin boxes with edge banding, no doors, no shelves, nothing. And then it's just got black panels, end panels, countertops. And in the front, there's like a 40-inch by 7-foot by 6-inch facade, basically, just to give it some...
It's almost like a knee wall.
Yeah. So that was pretty simple. Got the cabinets built on Monday and then wrapped up the rest of it by, 2:00 on Tuesday, which was good. I sent out an email. I was like, all right, it's done. And can we bring it? And they're like, you really got that done fast. Because we only got paid on Friday. And I told him, I said, I'll order material on Monday, but I was actually it was early enough where I called Fez, ordered the melamine, called Edgeco, ordered the edge banding. Both of them showed up on Monday. We had the plywood, so I was cutting that on Monday before that stuff even showed up.
Edgeco ships fast too.
Yeah, so if you guys buy edge banding, Edgeco in Long Island is like, apparently it's like the leading source of edge banding according to their website. But they stock like a billion different colors and sizes, and I think they have pre-glued, they have automatic, obviously, different thicknesses and widths, and so that got this. It's PVC, but it's like a faux multiply pattern. So when you look at the edge, it looks like nice multiply plywood.
Yeah, like the old Baltic birch used to be.
I think they have one that's real wood. I know Wild Willie said he was going to reach out to them and ask about that. That would be nice on like something that's a little more high end.
Mm-hmm.
This is just, commercial, super utilitarian. And, they were trying to keep the cost down. So, we'll be bringing that up there at some point. They haven't said when they're, I guess now they're probably not ready for it. But we're discussing with them this modular sofa thing that looks like we're going to build. So she wants to do some redraws on that. So I'm waiting to hear back from her.
Yeah, the quote was sort of based on these conceptual sketches. She probably came across them on Pinterest or something.
Yeah.
What else?
You've been working on that barn door.
Oh yeah. Well, we did do some maintenance on the shop. I was out there getting a suntan the other day.
Oh yeah, what was that? Tuesday?
I think so.
Yeah. So what was it? Monday we realized, oh man, we don't have a V-groove bit anymore, because you had to V-groove those barn doors we've been working on. Which I think where it went is when Keith was CNCing the bezels for us. I have this recollection of saying, "Here, take this and try that." I'm like, "We're never going to need this again." It was one of those.
And we searched everywhere for the bit.
Yeah,
is all the places like it could have been, maybe not have been.
Yeah. So Monday, I ordered it from Tools Today, and it shipped out, same day. Which they're great with that. And usually we get it the next day from UPS, but for some reason it made it to our UPS hub where our truck
picks up.
Yeah. At 4:22 a.m., which was the same time as the Edgeco package. The Edgeco one made it on the truck, but the Tools Today one didn't. Oh wait, no, Edgeco came on Monday. There's something else.
It was another thing. It got here though. Was it?
What the hell was it?
Man, I don't remember. Was it something you ordered? Does Alan go to Tinton Falls? Is that where he picks up his truck in the morning?
Yeah, Hope Road that's like the hub.
Huh. So he goes down there and actually gets the stuff. So
yeah, the truck. He just picks up the truck.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, and whatever it was, it for some reason it didn't make it on the truck. I don't know if maybe the truck was full or whatever. I don't know. It was the thinnest little package. They could have just freaking chucked it in there. But yeah, so we should have had that on Tuesday, but it ended up coming on Wednesday. So you were out there on Tuesday scraping and painting
the door jamb and the window.
Yeah.
Well, our new window.
Yeah.
Our new old window.
We took the boarding off of the window in the front. They had to board it up because when a building's vacant, it's much more likely to be broken into.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's nobody watching it. So yeah, we had a little double hung window that was covered up.
Yeah. We got all this natural light in the office now.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
It's a little bit off-putting at first. And I cleaned up the bathroom windows. We have those, I don't know what you call that old style of casement where...
Yeah, it's like a louvered casement, but it's literally just louvers.
Yeah.
There's no anything, it's completely like uninsulated.
Used to see those a lot in like Florida and places like that.
Yeah, these are pretty industrial kind of version. I feel like it's all like galvanized.
Yeah. Well, we got a little bit extra light in there. Clean those up. And it's nice to open them up and get a little fresh air in there. And with that bright white paint on there, you could see how bad the woodwork is. I mean, it really is bad.
We could fill all that stuff and give it one more coat.
Well, like all the little profiles are all messed up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was like peeling green, dark green paint, and it was real flaky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It kind of looks like somebody lives here now.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to, you know, do our keep our responsibility of, you know, making sure the building doesn't look like total shit.
And we were out back doing some weed whacking. Those crazy
out there with the hedge trimmer,
which worked great.
Yeah.
But you can't get ahead of those things.
Yeah, we have I think we may have talked about it, the Japanese knotweed, which is just some insanely fast growing, you know, creeper, rhizome, bamboo-esque kind of thing.
I mean, it grows like a foot a week.
Yeah. I think, you know, if you keep cutting it, the thing is they pop leaves like super fast. Like unlike bamboo doesn't get leaves until it goes all the way up.
Right.
So if you keep cutting bamboo before it puts out leaves, you can kill it. Because obviously it needs to put out leaves to get the energy. What the hell they call that? Photosynthesis.
Yeah.
So these things pop out leaves when they're like 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
So you can't kill it.
And the leaves are pretty broad for the size of the little sprout.
Yeah. They're like a 4-inch kind of like spade-shaped leaf. But yeah, it's like bamboo, but it's like real soft.
Yeah.
But it has that segmented sort of.
Yeah, the hedge. I got these Ego hedge trimmers, and it goes right through them. But it's a pretty big area, and then it doesn't do anything, you know, long term. I don't know what to do.
I think what we have to do maybe is I don't know. You'd have to like level it out to the point where you could plant grass seed and then just mow it.
Oh yeah.
Because then if you're mowing it every week, you're just like literally cutting the tops off of these things, and they might not die, but at least it'll keep it.
Yeah, so we need to get in there with some kind of machinery and like dredge up all the roots and everything.
Yeah, I will more just like grade it all out.
Because there's some that are old and like real stumpy.
Yep. That's the thing. Like you could never run a lawnmower through there because it's so the dry stuff is like it's more like bamboo than the green stuff.
Yeah. There's one big stump that's almost like a tree.
In this back there's also like a bunch of concrete in there.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, is there something that we could plant that's nice that could overpower it? But I can't think of anything.
I don't think so.
That stuff's so tenacious. I keep wanting to call it hogweed, but what it's
knotweed.
Knotweed.
Japanese knotweed. Now I see it elsewhere.
Yeah. So what could we do as far as like what could we get in there to level that thing? We need like a little mini bobcat or something.
Yeah,
it'd probably tear up the grass. That getting in there and driving around on it.
Yeah,
because there's really a nice section of lawn right next to it.
Yeah. I mean, it is our grass technically, but our neighbor kindly cuts it for us.
Yeah, because it's probably about, I don't know what, like 3 feet wide, this swath of
it's like almost like 80 linear feet. So it's what, 240 square feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad if this actually, like, if you had to do this like twice a year.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it every 2 weeks. I mean, in the wintertime, it doesn't seem to grow. What you have to do is use glyphosate in the fall. They say, like, cut it and then pour the glyphosate down the stem.
Oh, geez.
But there's how many individual stems are there? There's got to be 1,000.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Have to come in there with like a sprayer of some sort, I guess.
Yeah.
What is glyphosate? Is that like Roundup or something?
Yeah, that's Roundup.
Oh, man. All I see is bad commercials for that.
Yeah.
So if we got any gardeners that are listening, send us some tips.
Yeah. I'm telling you, get a couple goats. Apparently, people eat the stuff. It's like it has antioxidants.
Can't be any worse than kale.
I actually like kale. Mature shoots are much tougher and need to be peeled before eating and can be eaten raw, grilled, sautéed, pickled, and more. Knotweed can also be used in pies, soups, aspics, sauces, jams, and chutneys, as many high-end restaurants are doing as they embrace the trend for foraged food.
Huh. Maybe we can just invite foragers.
Maybe just try eating it. Early spring shoots and leaves are edible and have been described as a cross between asparagus and rhubarb. Roots contain the highest known concentrations of resveratrol, in plants, the same powerful antioxidant found in red grape skin and red wine. Mature shoot, I already read that. Its sour flavor is often compared to rhubarb and can be substituted in recipes. Japanese knotweed and the phenolic compound that is especially found in the plant's roots, resveratrol, is of interest for its antioxidant activity and for its effect on the human immune system and possible usefulness against the bacteria that causes Lyme disease. Holy shit.
Wow, that's topical.
Yeah. Proceed with caution, however. Do not harvest knotweed from anywhere you find it, as it is often sprayed with herbicides in attempts to combat it. Only harvest from an area you know has not been sprayed and from soil that is not contaminated. Well, I think our soil is definitely contaminated.
Yeah.
Knotweed may cause gastrointestinal issues for some, especially when more than a small amount is consumed. This can be testified to some folks we know. The blossoms are beloved by many insects, such as butterflies, beetles, wasps, and bees. In fact, knotweed is valued by some beekeepers as an important source of nectar for honeybees at a time of year when little else is flowering. Producing a mild-flavored version of buckwheat honey, knotweed and buckwheat are in the same family. Knotweed stalks can be cut and dried to make mason bee hotels. Resveratrol extracted from Japanese knotweed is also now being used as an organic bio-fungicide spray.
What's that?
That helps a variety of crop plants resist a range of fungal and bacterial diseases.
So maybe we should just embrace the knotweed.
I don't know about that.
Learn to love the knotweed.
Yeah. I mean, let it grow, to be whatever, a couple feet high before we cut it.
Yeah, because it's not any harder to cut down.
No. It'd just be less cutting.
Yeah. It's easier to harvest, too, the longer.
Yep.
Longer pieces.
Yeah, we could probably get one of those plug-in. We really have a 120 outlet that's that close to that, though. Get one of those plug-in hedge trimmers.
Mm-hmm.
Just go back there and anytime we got 10 minutes, just go freaking mow it down. We need one of those DR. Remember those infomercials?
Oh, yes.
DR brush and
yeah.
whatever they were called.
Brush and hedge? I don't know.
I guess they're not selling those anymore.
Yeah. I wonder if they still exist as a company or if they just quit doing the infomercial.
Brush mower. DR Pro Max 34-inch field and brush mower. $4,000.
Wow.
DR field and brush mowers. Walk behind professional series. They got battery powered ones. Look at that.
I mean, if Steel's making battery powered stuff, you could see the future coming.
Yeah. Battery pack. Yeah, man, that was like a classic infomercial back in the day.
Yeah.
That was on all the time. I guess nobody cuts their own grass anymore, so.
It's true. I mean, I remember living out in California. That was like in Southern California particularly, that was like a full-blown industry. And this was like back in the 90s. Like at 6 a.m., the trucks just...
Oh, the landscaping?
Yeah, just are piling out like the school buses do around here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're just big trucks. Well, 15 guys in the back.
Yep.
And they would just go into because they have all those communities with golf courses and everything.
Uh-huh.
And it's just an army of landscapers down there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's huge out here, too.
Yeah, I'm seeing more and more of it. I need to get my front hut hedges or whatever those things are, those arborvitaes. I need to get those replaced.
Yeah.
I asked my grass cutter. I can't quite call them landscapers. I asked them if they could do it. And it always takes like 2 weeks for the information to filter through to the English speakers. They're very nice, but we have limited communication skills between us.
Arbol, new Arbol, please.
Yeah. Okay. I ask.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how, what was his name, Hector?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Hector.
I wonder how he's doing.
Yeah. Now we got a new guy, Hugo.
I used to work with a guy. His name was Hugo Chavez.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like working with a George Washington.
Yeah. I don't think he was Venezuelan. Wait, was Hugo Chavez Venezuelan?
I don't know. That's a guy, or was he? It's funny because in San Francisco, one of the main drags was Army, and they renamed it Hugo Chavez.
Yeah, Venezuela. Former president of the Republic of Venezuela.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, so he was president from 99 until 2013. So this guy was Hugo Chavez before Hugo Chavez was Hugo Chavez. Because this is going back, this is Dennis Foy. That's probably like pre-2010. He was in his 30s or 40s, so not like he was named after Hugo Chavez.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
So, we were talking about shop organization kind of stuff yesterday. You did some machine maintenance on the table saws and stuff.
Yeah, a little finicky stuff.
Yeah, the fences were a little bit too loose when we moved, and
getting the indicators a little bit more like dialed in, like because that was another thing. They were a little bit not quite the unisaw, especially. That was really the one.
Yeah, I'd just been using a measuring tape.
That's what I've been doing.
It's like rips aren't that.
But I wanted to at least get some sense of where I was.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you always go, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. And you never do.
Yeah.
And so you just keep using your tape.
Yeah. So I started building a new shop cabinet for like all the finishing supplies, because we have this table that's like, it's like a 30-inch deep cabinet.
It's a mess inside. It really
one
is.
Shelf. Yeah. It's literally the absolute worst. So I built like a 6-foot 6-drawer base, three rows of 2 drawers. I just got the drawers 3 sides assembled. I just got to cut bottoms, get those in, notch them.
The black melamine looks nice as a shop cabinet. It really comes off well. As opposed to like raw plywood or something.
Oh,
which would be the next, that would have been my like go-to in the past.
The melamine's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with the edge bander, it's so easy just to cut it, edge band it. Like I made the
so
top.
clean.
Yeah, I made the countertop yesterday in like literally 10 minutes, start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Just cut it on the slider, edge banded it, and put it on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the drawers. Be done with those before midday probably. If I got the gumption, I'll make the drawer fronts, I guess.
Yeah.
Might as well just get it done. We have to get some more of those handles.
Yeah, $1.
Yeah. From Hayfla, solid brass. They're oil rub bronze.
Yeah, I mean, they're weighty. They just must have been discontinued or something, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, they have, on their clearance, they get a lot of stuff that's just like insanely cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Either have too much in stock or same thing, discontinued. So yeah, solid brass pulls. I think they had a couple different colors, I think. $1.
Yeah.
It doesn't come with screws, but big deal.
No. They're like those bar pulls, but they're not hollow.
Yeah. They weigh third of a pound each. They're solid.
They feel good.
Yeah.
Feel good in the hand.
So yeah, grab some more of those or something similar.
Yeah, what do you got the what material you got for the drawer face? We still got that daring.
Just use the daring forest.
Yeah, that's cool. It'll be all matching along that wall.
Yeah, we just don't have any of that thick edge banding.
Yeah. Yeah, the complementary color edge banding is nice. Gives the door reveals a little bit of a accent.
I have to use probably that multiply again, which it's
I
prefer something thicker just for durability, but I don't think I have enough black, 1 millimeter black to do all those doors. It's a lot.
Yeah,
because that's
2, 4,
2 is basically 6, 12, 18, 24 linear feet, and then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24 plus 18. So 42, 52. 52 linear feet. Oh, maybe.
Yeah. It's surprising how much those little rolls are when you stretch them out.
Yeah, the 1 millimeter comes in 300-foot rolls, so. Because that would be nice.
Yeah. Maybe we ought to start having some on hand, some stock on hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Charge every job. If you need one roll, charge them for 2 and just get a double. It's nice to have stuff laying around, just to whatever use for shop stuff or, like on the cabinets for this reception desk, like all the panels and everything's edge banded 4 sides.
Yeah.
Just because when you butt them together, first of all, it protects the melamine because you knock an edge on edge banded, you're done. That piece is gone.
Yeah.
Garbage. So, I'd rather a 300-foot roll of, let me see. I think the 1 millimeter was, let's see. Edge go. Edge go sales team. Man, that's small.
It's small if you say it.
$39.50 for 300 feet of 1 millimeter black PVC edge banding.
Wow.
40 divided by 300. That's 13 cents a foot. Nice. I'm not losing sleep over 30 cents of edge banding to edge band the bottom. I know some people who are, to edge band the bottom edge of a cabinet. It keeps it sealed, so if they mop the floor, it's not going to suck in there. It keeps it protected.
It's just better.
Yeah, it takes an additional 30 seconds is being crazy on estimating time. An extra 30 seconds to edge band the bottom edge.
Yeah. So be generous and call it a minute.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with this. I lost my train of thought.
Well, you were just describing, how the panels are coming together and they're edge banding 4 sides.
Yeah.
It makes a cleaner joint, I think, too, because there's intention there in the joint instead of, because you're going to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and if things aren't perfectly flush, you see the core material and the melamine, which you don't want to see. Yeah. I don't know. I was going somewhere with it, but I can't remember.
Got lost along the way.
Yeah. But yeah, 13 cents a foot, that's cheap.
I like it.
Yeah. I do want to get, put something up about edge banding service. I have to figure out what a good price is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I know the CNC guy up in Connecticut charges $1 a foot.
It's a good starting point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably have to have like a minimum.
Yeah, minimum
footage.
Yeah.
Because let's say you got about 20 cents a foot material in the banding, and then I don't know how the glue breaks out. We've run at least 1,000 feet of banding so far.
Yeah, the glue goes a long, long way.
I just put a little bit more in yesterday.
Yeah.
Like half a quart, and that bag is
it's huge.
50-pound bags, or
yeah.
I think maybe 20 kilos. So what's that? Whatever, 44 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, it's like 30 inches high.
Yeah. So, you're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of feet worth of banding in that bag. Yeah. And I think the bags are about $200.
The chemicals, we don't know yet. We haven't, like the release agent and the cleaner.
They don't really look like they've dropped.
Yeah.
If they have, it's minimal. Because I've been looking at them. It's like they showed up like half empty.
And they're still there.
But I think maybe that's just how, it's one of those things where they only come with so much in them. But yeah, so we have that anti-stick spray and the infeed and the cleaning spray and the outfeed. I want to bump up the cleaning spray a bit and lower the buffers a little bit. We're getting a little bit of glue residue seems like on the bottom side, which you can't really see until you get dust, and then the dust sticks to it. That might also be a symptom of running it on second speed. Maybe on speed 1, it's got a little more time to buff.
Yeah, spend a little extra time between those wheels.
Yeah. So yeah, we have to do a calculation, and let's say we land on $1, we do a couple, and it doesn't seem like it's enough.
Right.
You could always raise that up.
Yeah, no big deal.
But yeah, we'll see. That might be a good way to fill.
Yeah, there's always downtime in between tasks and stuff, waiting for something to dry, or waiting for something to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
We try to keep pretty busy. I always think of the old restaurant thing too. Time to lean, time to clean.
You got time to lean, you got time to clean.
So the dust, not like the sawdust dust, but the dirt dust.
Yeah,
it never goes away.
Yeah.
It's like I keep sweeping and I still see that dark brown dust.
Yeah. Yeah,
it must be just like embedded into the floor.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's, years of dust that, it's sat for so long that you got to figure that the dust is just accumulating over.
Yeah.
Really what we got to do probably is get one of those scrub brushes on a pole and a bucket of hot water and go around section by section and just scrub and mop it, again, get a mop it up.
Yeah.
Maybe a hose and like a power, the thing is we got all the shit in there.
Yeah,
now,
we got so much stuff in the shop now.
We didn't have hot water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, were we moved in or?
Yeah, I think that was one of the that was one of the last things we got was that hot water heater hooked up.
Yeah. We had it on an extension cord for a long time.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Now we got 25 holes in the ceiling of that.
Moving over 3 inches.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
The best was how he couldn't set the drill.
Oh my gosh.
He was trying to drill a hole with a spade bit, right?
Yeah. It was like on like hammer.
It's on hammer or like the
clutch was like put it in first gear. It will break your wrist before it stalls out. Literally. You'll snap the handle off the drill.
Yeah, so he's up on top of the bathroom ceiling, which is lower than the ceiling in the shop.
I think originally he was trying to do it with like a 12-volt drill.
Yeah. And we're all down, laughing and telling and screaming directions at him, but it was too funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Master electricians.
Helper.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
This guy that sound bites from, his name Tim Robinson or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's a comedian. He was on a show called Detroiters and I think a couple others. But so he's got a new show out on Netflix, like a sketch comedy show, which I love sketch comedy. Holy shit, that vibrated all the way through my microphone.
Yeah, that's the wife.
Oh, it probably vibrated through yours and I'm picking it up on the monitoring. So I put it on last night with the wife. I'm like, yeah, there's this new show I want to check out. Cause I don't know. He put out a lot of reels on Instagram and stuff as kind of guerrilla marketing, I think. And they're funny clips, like, but then I don't know. I watched the show and like we watched 2 episodes and my wife is like, the show sucks, right? And I'm like, yeah. I was totally disappointed because I thought it was going to be funny.
Yeah.
There's no good sketch comedy shows right now. I used to have Key and Peele. Used to have Mad TV, first of all, which is like when I was growing up, I loved Mad TV. You had Key and Peele, Kroll Show. What else? I mean, like Kids in the Hall. That was classic. And I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones that I'm forgetting.
Was In Living Color your time period too? Or was that before that?
That's before, but I did watch it occasionally growing up because my dad was a big fan. Jim Carrey's got some funny ones.
Yeah.
The Seinfeld one where they're...
That was a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people came out of that show.
Yeah, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez. The Wayans brothers, that's kind of like where they got their start, right?
Yeah, I mean, they were sort of like, I don't want to say B-movie actors and stuff like that, but they were, their career wasn't mainstream.
They kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably by choice.
Yeah, purposely.
You ever spend any time out in LA?
No, I've never been. Vegas was the only time I was west of West Virginia.
Yeah, it's a brutal.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Kind of thing, and I wasn't even involved in that aspect of business, but everywhere you go, everybody's trying to break into the business.
Yeah. Yep, I'm just waiting tables while I work on my screenplay.
Waiting in line at the grocery store. I mean, it's everywhere. You can't get away from it.
Well, now with the internet, everybody's got a platform to try and put their thing out. So maybe it's not as bad now.
That's true. It's true.
You don't have to go to LA. You could just do it from wherever.
Yeah. But the auditions, I wonder how that's.
Yeah. Well, and now too, the film industry has really gotten. It's in a lot of different places now.
Mm-hmm. Toronto and
there's a lot in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Like my wife and I were watching that show, Night Agent, and it's supposed to take place in DC. We're watching, they're like in the woods. I'm like, that's West Coast woods, and it's filmed in British Columbia.
Yeah. I that show Monk.
Yeah,
that's set in San Francisco, but that's filmed in Canada too. I think
Georgia's got a big film industry now. New Jersey's, they're doing a lot of TV shows stuff here. Netflix is moving into Fort Monmouth, allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah, so they'll shoot all these, like, what do you call on-site things where, like, they have to get, the actual location. They'll do, like, some little clips of San Francisco or New York or something, but the bulk of it's all filmed.
That's like, was it Batman is supposed to take place in, it's based on what, Chicago?
Gotham City, I thought.
Yeah, but isn't Gotham City like supposed to be Chicago?
I didn't know.
Or is it New York?
I'm not sure. I'm not that big on comics.
Me neither. But I think it's supposed to be like, based on a real city, but they film it in like some, not that city.
Yeah. Gotham City.
Yeah, I'm not into the whole Marvel, DC. Not my thing.
Yeah, I usually watch them when they come out on TV.
Yeah, I feel like they're just bad movies. People love them, but they're just bad. They're super predictable.
Well, yeah.
I don't see the allure in the predictable movie. I want an unpredictable movie.
That's right. But to circle back, I know what you're saying about trying new shows, and so you're there with the wife, and you're giving it that time, and then you both look over and like, this is thumbs down, right?
Yeah.
Because we watch a lot of mystery shows, and we're at the point where like we'll circle back and watch a series that we watched years ago and watch it again.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, let's try this new show. This looks like it could be a good one. You get about 15 minutes in, you're like, nah, this ain't cutting it.
I mean, I could have stuck it out with this show. It's called I think you should leave, because it had like little moments that were funny, and I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't horrible. There's much worse things. I mean, but it's just stupid humor. Like I could stick it out and watch it just for those little glints of funny, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I did get on work. I did get a new quote on that face frame for the angled door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't included in the.
What do they want for the face frame?
I didn't open it up, but I mean, it was pretty the door was pretty inexpensive, so. And it looks like they offered us a 10% discount
on the kitchen.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
we could just pass that on.
Yeah, I'll figure all that out.
Yeah, give Meridian
yeah.
I'll text the guy once it hits 8:00. See if we could just send over. Maybe we could just send over the Conestoga.
Yeah, why not?
No.
Save me the time of typing it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they listen, you want to play ball, play ball.
Yeah.
You take this, plug it into your system, see what comes out.
That's right. And they'll have the numbers, so if they want to beat it.
Right. Listen, we haven't bought from Conestoga, we haven't bought from you. Who we going to pick?
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll give them the 10%, we'll say, and they also said that they give us 10% off this number.
Yeah. And
also, what's your lead time?
And you know what else? They gave me Conestoga gave me that square foot price, and I figured out. I went through it yesterday with the calculator and figured out exactly the square foot. And when I was talking to her on the phone, I got the impression that the price was less than what I figured out. Like their price. And so I'm going to ask her for a direct quote.
Yeah. Yeah. The kitchen job, the clients are, debating painted or stained. They're so cooking up some different numbers and stuff. To see where they're going to land.
Yeah. Everybody wants everything, but they, budget is always.
Yeah. Budget is the great equalizer.
The driving force.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we just ticked over the hour mark. We're rapidly approaching 8 a.m. Most of you are still not even at work.
Yeah, we're like the army over here.
Yeah. I was talking to Lindsay about so we're good to go tomorrow for install 8 o'clock at the first job for those shelves. I said, oh, how's Friday? She's like, oh, yeah, let me check. What time? I said, how's 8? I said, we're at the shop at 6:30, so anytime after that.
Yeah, people, my wife was, again, like, why you got to get up so early? I'm like, well, there's nobody around at that time of the morning.
Yeah.
I need that time. So she's been pretty cool about it. She's, just the other morning she got up, messed up my whole routine.
I'm telling you, got to get yourself set up in the shop with like a couch and a TV.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Just go out there and just avoid any potential
little coffee
interactions.
Machine.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Everybody have a great day.
As always, Rob and I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. If you want to help support the podcast, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Again, we appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in.